Hi, this is the Autonomous Lunar Cargo Rover team funded by the Mines Aerospace Interest Group, and here we have our rover. So with the increased national interest in space, the renewal of the space program, there is a challenging problem in the aerospace industry. How do we support space infrastructure needs? To solve this problem, inspired by the Artemis mission, we have created an autonomous lunar cargo rover with a required runtime of 30 minutes and a completely autonomous system.
In regards to the mechanical system, we wanted to make sure that we created a robust enough system in order to account for the 25-pound payload that we were required to have inside of the rover during transportation travel. Because of this, we went with a double wishbone or A-arm suspension system with a direct actuated shock absorber. This would allow us to have a relatively level ride height in order to optimize the performance of the autonomous systems. We also, in order to make this as maneuverable as possible, went with a double rack and pinion system, both in the front and the rear of the vehicle, in order to get our turning radius below 3 meters in total.
So for the electrical subsystem, we have the main teensy, which is essentially going to be able to drive the motors. And so the teensy is hooked up to the circuit board, and then it's also hooked up to the duo drivers. The duo drivers, or the motor drivers, essentially are hooked up to the yellow jacket brushless motors. And essentially that's how we have like a robot essentially walking around or like driving around. And then we also have the manual controls. That's how we were able to finish up the project. And for the brains, we have the Jetson Orin, and then in the back over here, you also have Z2, which is essentially the eyes, and that creates the autonomous system. And that essentially detects an object a certain depth away from it, and then the Jetson Orin pretty much calculates how to go around an object.
We would like to thank Sean and Alex from the Mines Aerospace Interest Group for a very interesting and challenging project. We would also like to thank Tony Vandenberg, our project advisor, for your guidance and wisdom during senior design. Lastly, and definitely not least, we would like to thank Christy Moore for your donation of the Jetson Orin. Without you, the autonomous system would not have been possible.